Trump was begging. That's the word the Financial Times used. The same man threatening to wipe out Iranian civilization was secretly begging Pakistan to convince Iran to accept a ceasefire. And sources who were inside those negotiations confirmed it. This is not coming from an Iranian channel, not from an Arab outlet, not from anyone with a political agenda against Trump. This is the Financial Times, one of the most respected financial newspapers on earth, citing sources who were directly inside the Pakistani mediation. And what they describe is the complete opposite of what Trump was posting publicly. Here's what was actually happening behind the scenes. While Trump was on Truth Social threatening Stone Age devastation, he was privately calling Pakistan's Army Chief General Asim Munir and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. The message he was sending them in secret: please, pressure Iran to join a ceasefire agreement. I want a deal. I don't want to keep making threats. The Financial Times used one specific word to describe Trump's private posture: begging. Not negotiating, not pressuring, begging. And here's why. 3 things broke Trump's position completely. First, Iran didn't fall. Trump went into this war genuinely believing the Iranian regime would collapse within days. Netanyahu told him it would from day one. Every deadline Trump set came and went. 48 hours, then 10 days. Then a ceasefire offer, the regime was still standing, still firing, still holding the straight. Trump was shocked. That's the word sources used. Shocked that Iran survived everything America threw at it. Second, oil prices. The Strait of Hormuz closure stopped being an abstract geopolitical problem the moment Americans started paying more at the gas pump. Every dollar added to a gallon of fuel is a political problem inside the United States. Trump's approval rating is tied to the economy. The economy is tied to energy prices. Iran had its hand directly on that lever, and it wasn't letting go. Third, Trump tried to build a coalition to forcibly reopen the strait. He went to European allies, he went to Gulf partners, nobody joined. No Western nation was willing to participate in a military operation to open the strait when the risk was direct confrontation with Iran at full intensity. Trump was alone, and he knew it. So here is what the timeline actually looked like now that we know the truth. March 21st, Trump starts making public threats. Loud, aggressive, civilization-ending language. Meanwhile, in private, he's already on the phone with Pakistan asking them to mediate. The threats were the public performance. The begging was the private reality. 48-hour deadline comes and goes. Why? Because Pakistan was still working on Iran. Trump needed more time, so he extended it to 10 days. 10 days came and went, still no deal. So Trump offered a 2-week ceasefire, not from a position of strength, from a position of desperation. And then Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif did something extraordinary. He published the draft ceasefire agreement on his official X account, the actual document, the working text that was being negotiated. New York Times described the moment with barely concealed mockery. A Pakistani official accidentally publishing America's negotiating position for the entire world to see. The document showed 2 sets of terms: 15 American and Pakistani points, 10 Iranian points. Those are what J.D. Vance is flying to Islamabad to negotiate right now. But here's what that document reveals about the power dynamic. America came to the table with 15 points. Iran came with 10, and Iran's 10 are the ones Trump called a workable basis for negotiation. America's 15. Iran already rejected them as demands for complete surrender. So let's be precise about what the Financial Times just told the world. Trump's public threats were a performance. Every deadline was theater. Every countdown was designed to look strong, while Pakistan quietly carried messages back and forth begging Iran to give Trump a way out. Iran didn't collapse. Iran didn't surrender. Iran waited, absorbed everything, and then handed America a 10-point document and said, "These are our terms." And Trump said yes. The man who said a whole civilization will die tonight. The man who threatened no bridges, no power plants, Stone Age, was simultaneously sending private messages through Pakistan's military asking Iran to please accept a ceasefire. 2 completely different realities. One on Truth Social, one in the back channels. Only one of them was real. Talks continue in Islamabad today. The ceasefire is holding. Barely. Israel is still bombing Lebanon. Iran's finger is still on the trigger. And somewhere in Washington, a president who was publicly threatening the end of Iranian civilization is privately hoping Iran shows up to the negotiating table. That's not strength. That's the definition of a bluff that got called. Follow for every update as this develops.